Good morning, everyone. Let's start this session. So during the last lecture, we started with the projection of solids, and we have seen the basic case where the solid is resting on the HP. So that solid was prism. And we have seen the two cases for the prism. In the first case, the axis of that solid is perpendicular to the HP and it is parallel to the VP. Okay. So this first case, it is considered as a basic case where the complete solid is resting on the HP with its axis perpendicular to the HP and parallel to the VP. Okay. The second case where the axis of the solid is inclined to HP and it is parallel to the VP. Okay. So let us see the last problem. So this was the first case where the axis is perpendicular to the HP and it is parallel to the VP. So in the given position, the base edges of this prism, they are equally inclined to the vertical plane. So equally inclined means they are at 45 degree with respect to the XY line. Okay. The second case, that was the last problem. So prism axis is inclined to the HP and it is parallel to the VP. Okay. So this was the given problem. A square prism, side of the base 40 mm and the axis height, it was 60 mm. It is resting on the HP on one of its edge, that is a base edge, such that its axis is inclined at 60 degree to the HP and parallel to the VP. Draw the projection. Okay. So I have shown the three-dimensional representation by using the CAD software. So when you draw the projection, first assume the complete solid, that is a complete base, it is resting on the HP. Okay. Now as it is resting on the one of its base edge, so in the first edge, these two edges, they must be perpendicular to the XY line. And if the condition given is it is resting on one of its corner, then we will make this base equally inclined to the XY line. Okay. So right now it is resting on the edge. So make these two edges perpendicular to the XY line and assume the complete base, it is resting on the HP. So in that case, its axis will be perpendicular to the horizontal plane. Okay. And if you observe from the top direction, then you can observe this rectangle. Okay. Now project these two edges on the vertical plane. So these are the projectors and complete its front view. So front view, it will be a rectangle with the given height. So height here is 60 mm. Okay. Now refer the second case, its axis is inclined at 60 degree. Okay. So to show that inclination of the axis, you draw one line at 30 degree. So when we incline the axis, suppose this is the axis. Okay. And if this angle is 60 degree, then its base edge, it will have the angle 30 degree. Okay, because this is 90 degree. So first draw this line, that is a base edge at 30 degree. Okay, and take the distance, that is the half distance of the base edge. Okay, so right now the base edge is 40 mm. So take this distance 20 mm and this distance 20 mm. Okay, and then from this point draw the line which is perpendicular. So this will represent the axis. So now complete this front view as it is, just it is inclined. So draw this base edge and then complete the remaining rectangle. So the rectangle or the front view in the second stage and front view in the first stage, okay, both are having the same dimensions, only their orientation is different. Okay, in the first stage the axis is perpendicular, and in the second stage we incline that axis by angle 60 degree. Now take the projections in the top view like this. And similarly from the first stage top view take the horizontal projectors. Okay, and then just find out the intersections. So the first intersection here you can observe this projector, it is from the A dash point, and this projector it is from the A point. So this will be point A. This projector is from B dash point, and this is the projector that is from the B point. So this will be point B. So similarly locate the corner point of the bottom base and the corner points of the top base. Okay, because this prism they are having the two bases. One is bottom and second is the top base. Okay, so here you can observe this A, B, C and D. This will represent the bottom base. So this is the bottom base here. Okay, and these points A, B, C and D, they will represent the top base. Okay, now to find out the visible edges and the hidden edges, we need to observe from the top direction. Okay, so if you observe from top direction, so this is the position of the observer. The edges which are nearer to the observer, they are visible edges in the top view. Okay, so this is visible edge, this is also visible edge. Okay, and therefore A dash and B dash they will be visible edges. Okay, so you can observe here this AB, that will be visible edge. Then similarly this AD, sorry, this AA, that will be visible edge, and BB, it will be visible edge. Similarly for A dash D dash and B dash C dash, they will be visible edges. So again observe, this is the visible edge, and this DC, it will be visible edge. Also this A dash B dash, that will be visible. So only hidden edge, which is the C dash D dash. Okay, because after rotation the complete prism, it is resting on this base edge, that is a C dash and D dash, and it is not visible from the top view. Okay, so that edge it will be shown as a dotted line. So this is the second stage top view. Okay, so this is final front view and the top view. So we have seen this projection, how to draw it on the drawing paper by using the AutoCAD software. Okay, so whenever you draw this axis line, so axis line is not a continuous thin line. So if you refer the line types, then axis line is shown by a chain dash line. Okay, so you can observe here how to draw that axis line. So this is the axis line. Okay, So we have to draw the axis line in this way. So similarly, you can observe here, this is the axis line. Okay, so now refer the second problem. A square prism with side of base 40 mm is resting on the HP on one of its base corner such that the axis is inclined to HP by 30 degree and parallel to the VP. Draw the projection. Okay. So in the previous case, the prism, it was resting on the HP on one of its base edge, and in this problem the prism is resting on one of its base corner. Okay. So first observe the position in a 3 dimension. So this is the position given. This is the first stage. Okay. So in the first stage, as it is resting on one of its corner, that means we have to show the prism or the base of the prism equally inclined with the vertical plane. Okay. So this is the position of that prism in the first case. So you can observe here the inclination. So this is the parallel line with this XY line. Okay. This inclination of the base edge, this is 45 degree. Okay. And this axis, it is perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So this is the first stage. In the second stage, you have to rotate this prism such that the axis will be inclined at 45 degree, sorry, at 30 degree. Okay. So here, if you draw the axis, so this angle, it will be 30 degree. Okay. So if this angle is 30 degree, then this base edge, any one edge, it will make the angle 60 degree because this is 90 degree. Okay. So this is the second stage orientation. We have to just rotate this first stage prism in the clockwise direction by 30 degree. Okay. And then we have to draw the front view and top view. So here you can observe how to rotate that prism. So this is the 3-dimensional representation. So in the first stage, the prism is equally inclined and axis is perpendicular to the HP and parallel to the VP. In the second case, we will rotate this. So you can observe the rotation. So this is how we should rotate the prism, so that axis will be inclined by 30 degree with the HP. And then we have to complete the front view and the top view. Okay. So just observe the first stage front view. So this is the first stage front view. And this is the top view. Okay. So when you start the projection, you will start from the first stage top view. In the first stage top view, you will draw one horizontal line, then draw this inclined line at 45 degree, and then complete this square. Okay, with the given dimension. So 40 mm is the side. Okay. Then take the projections from these corners on the vertical plane and then complete the first stage front view. Okay. After that, draw this inclined line at 60 degree that will represent the base. Okay. And then we have to just draw this front view as it is. So front view in the first stage and front view in the second stage, both are same. That means dimensions are same. Okay. And then take the projections from these end points in the top view. Okay. And then complete the remaining top view. That is the second stage top view. So here you can observe the second stage top view. Okay. So in the second stage top view, there are some hidden lines. So right now, only visible lines are shown. So you can observe the hidden lines. So now you can observe the hidden lines. So there are 3 lines which are hidden. So this is first, that will represent the base edge. This is second base edge, and this is the lateral edge, that is the vertical edge. Okay. So these 3 lines, they are away from the observer. Okay. And therefore they are hidden lines. So now we will see how to draw it on drawing paper. So to start the projection, you draw one parallel line at some distance. You can take 10 mm or 20 mm distance. Okay. And from this point, draw the 45-degree line and then complete this square with the given dimension 40 mm. Okay. Now this is the first step. You can name these points A, B, C, D, or you can give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Then take the projections, that is the vertical projections. So this angle is 45 degree. So take the projection on the vertical plane and then complete the front view. So these 2 lines, they will represent the vertical edge A, that is the AA, and vertical edge CC. And these 2 lines, that is the horizontal line, they will represent the top base and the bottom base. Okay. And this line, it is corresponding to BB and the DD. So you can give the names. This is A dash, B dash, C dash, and D dash. So this is the base, that is the bottom base, and this A dash, B dash, C dash, and D dash, it is the top base. Now second stage is, so your sequence, drawing sequences. So whenever the solid is resting on the HP, your first step will be, this is first, this is second, then this is third, and this is the fourth stage. Okay. So you should remember this sequence. So basically it is the inverted U. Okay. So this is first, second, third, and the fourth, or you can say this is a C, like this. Okay. So you should remember this sequence when the solid is resting on the HP. Okay. So after that, we will rotate this front view. So that will be third stage. Okay. Not third stage, it is the third step. And draw the line incline at 60 degree. So basically this line, it will represent this base. Okay. We have to make the axis incline by 30 degree. So base will be at 60 degree. So draw this line. So that will be nothing but the bottom base. So it is A dash, B dash, C dash, and D dash. You can draw the axis. So this axis will be exactly at the center of this line. So this angle will be 30 degree. So we have to take this angle 60 degree. This is 30 degree. So you can directly take this angle 30 degree, that is axis, and then you can draw this horizontal line. Okay, but in that case, by using the roller scale or by using the drafter, we have to adjust this distance so that it will be exactly half. Okay, so that will be quite difficult to adjust this by using the roller scale. So the second procedure is draw this line at 60 degree. Then you can mark the distance. So you can take this distance in compass a dash c dash. Okay, and take the half distance and then draw this line at 30 degree. So this is the axis. Now you can complete the rectangle as it is. So this is the same front view, just it is inclined. Now take the projections in the top view. So before that, you can give the names. So you can observe here this line. So this is the bottom base and this is the top base. So when you find out the intersection points in the second stage top view, that is your fourth step, you should observe which are the points from the bottom base and the points from the top base. Okay, accordingly you have to name these points. So take the projections in the top view and then take the projections from the first stage top view. Okay, now find out the intersection points. So whenever you find out the intersection points, you can first concentrate only on the bottom base. Okay, so you can focus on this bottom base. And try to locate their intersection points. Okay, so this is the projector which is from the A dash point, which is on the base, that is the bottom base. And you can take the same projector from the point A in the top view. So this is the intersection. Similarly, locate the D point, B point, and the C point. Okay, so all these 4 points, they will represent the corner of the bottom base. Okay, now try to observe from the top view. So from the top view, if you observe from the top direction, then 2 edges AB and AD, they will be visible. So you can observe here in a 3 dimension. So this is the inclined condition. So if you observe from this direction, this is visible and this is visible. So here it is A, this is a D, and this is C. Okay, but DB, this is hidden, and BC, it will be hidden. Okay, so we have to show these 2 edges of the base AB, DB and BC as a dotted line, because these are the hidden edges from the top view. Okay, so this is visible, this is also visible. DC is the hidden edge. Okay, so show this by the dotted line. So this is called as a dash line, and this is also hidden, that is a BC. So you can observe in a 3 dimension. Now next, try to find out the intersections from the top base. So this is A and B. So you can observe the projectors. This is a B projector, this is a A projector. This is the point C. and this is the point D. Okay. Now, if you observe from the top direction, then this complete top base, it is visible. That means all the edges are visible from the top view. So here AD, AB, BC and DC, they will be continuous thick line. Okay, that means visible lines. So join these points by continuous thick line. Okay. Now there are vertical edges, that is called as a lateral edge of that prism. So there are 4 lateral edges. First is A dash A dash, then C dash C dash, B dash B dash and D dash D dash. Okay. So out of that, the extreme lateral edges. So extreme lateral edges means DD and this BB. They must be visible. Okay. And therefore, show this DD as a continuous thick line. So you can observe here, these extreme edges, they will be visible from the top view. So BB and DD, they are visible. Now the edge which is nearer to the observer from the top view, it must be visible. So this edge, that is a dash A dash. Okay. And the edge which is away from the observer, that will be hidden. So here C dash, it is away from the observer if you observe from the top direction, and that will be hidden edge. Okay. So here I have shown the hidden edge CC by a dash line, and then you can draw the edge A dash, okay, as a continuous thick line. Okay. So here for some portion, the dash line, it is overlapped by the continuous thick line. So we have to only show the continuous thick line. Okay. Do not show this dotted line. So just for the understanding, I have shown here dotted line because this complete edge CC, it is the hidden edge. Okay. And this hidden edge, for some portion, it is overlapped by the visible edge, that is a AA. So this is the complete second stage top view. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. Okay, so now we will start with the projection of pyramid. So the first case, X is inclined to the HP and it is parallel to the VP. Okay. So the problem given is a square pyramid with the side of base 40 mm and the axis length 60 mm is resting on the HP on one of its base corner such that axis is inclined to the HP by 30 degree and it is parallel to the VP. Okay, draw the projection. So here the given pyramid, it is this square pyramid, that means its base is square. Okay, so you can observe in a 3 dimension. So this is the given condition. Okay, so in the first stage, you should assume the complete pyramid, that is the base of that pyramid, it is exactly on the HP such that the axis of the pyramid is perpendicular to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. Okay, that is the first stage. So first stage is the basic stage or basic representation. In the second stage, you will rotate the pyramid in the clockwise direction such that its axis will be inclined. So you can observe here, this line will represent the axis. So that angle, it must be 30 degree with respect to HP and it is parallel to the VP. So this angle, it will be 30 degree, and when this is 30, so this angle, that is the angle of this base with respect to the horizontal plane, so it is 60 degree. Okay, and for the first stage, you will start from top view. So this is your first step. Then you will complete the front view. in the first stage. After that, complete the front view in the second stage, and then complete the top view in the second stage. Okay. So on the drawing paper, we will start from the first stage front view, first stage top view. So in the first stage, you can draw the top view like this, or you can draw the top view like this. Okay. So this diagonals, they will represent the lateral edges, that is the slant edges. So out of that, which is the correct position in the top view? So this is the correct position. Okay, because